Meet with academic advisors every semester. Make sure you're on track, taking the right classes. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Renee for those of you that are new here, and I'm back today with a video about college. Since my video for what is it like to be an English major did well for my channel, I figured I should continue on with this college theme. Since I'm still in college myself, for those of you who want a little bit of background on me, I'm in my senior year of college. I'm majoring in English, and yeah, I have about one more year left of school, including well, actually I have one full semester and then the winter and summer session left of school, so whatever you want to call that, I approximate that to about 1 year. That's how much that I have left. Today's video is going to be college tips to help you succeed. And these are just some general tips, some general heads up, some general just information that I wish I kind of knew when I was thinking about college. I feel like it's never too early to kind of start thinking about college and what you want to do, etc. No matter how young or how old, even if you're thinking about going back to school. These are just some general tips for you guys. Just a disclaimer, I know that things are a little bit different with coronavirus and all this stuff. A lot of us are in school online. I am right now, but I do know that some colleges offer hybrid classes, and some students I know are in school full-time again. So I think that these tips are still applicable no matter what, but you can always get creative and try to make these apply to online school as well. So yeah, of course. Number one tip, caffeine. Nah, I'm kidding. You don't need to rely on caffeine, but if you drink coffee, then you know what's up. Okay, college tips to help you succeed from one student to another. First of all, also another disclaimer, my second disclaimer, I know that college is not for everyone. I'm not saying that you have to go to college. I'm not of that mindset, but I do believe in in education and investing in your education, whether it's something that you don't really need to go to school for, like fashion, photography, music. I still think that there is a lot of importance in educating yourself. And what other also trade schools exist. If you want to go to trade school, if you want to do something that's not necessarily academic, those are some options as well. But I think that these tips will help you even in those regards. But yeah, I do believe in investing in your education, and I do believe in educating yourself your whole life, whether you're just reading books on your own time or looking at YouTube videos or whatever. I believe that knowledge is so important and that education is so important. But this video specifically is talking about college. So college tips to help you succeed. My first tip for you guys, oh, also my name is Renee for those of you that are new here. I make videos every Tuesday and Saturday, so if you find this video helpful or you want to see this face a little bit more, please subscribe to my channel, leave a like, comment, and I'll see you back here soon, hopefully. But yeah, let's just get straight into the video and talk about some tips that I have for y'all. So my first tip is to be mindful of how you schedule your classes. So don't make the mistake of kind of having one class in the morning, one class in the afternoon, one class in the evening, because you're going to be on campus all day and basically you're wasting your time. Unless you're literally studying for all of the hours that you have free within your schedule, then you're kind of wasting your time. And I know that sometimes your schedule doesn't permit for that. Sometimes the classes that you need, you have to just go with whatever time that they have. I've been in that case myself. But if you're just starting school, or if you're just going back and you kind of have a long road ahead of you, then please try to make your classes all kind of fall into the same time frame. What worked for me and what still kind of works for me with my work schedule and everything is having all of my classes in the morning so that I can work in the evening. But if you work in the evening, maybe that would work for you as well. And then even sometimes if your work schedule is a lot during the week, you can even have a Saturday class, a Sunday class. And the case often is with those that they're longer classes though, so you will be there probably the entire morning, but you can always make that work for you. But yeah, be mindful of how you schedule classes. Don't make your life more difficult by kind of having your classes so sporadic and all over the place. Unless you have no obligations and you're not working and you don't really care to, you want to be on campus and you want that experience, then I guess this wouldn't apply to you. But I think this is a really helpful tip that I wish I would have known, because there were a couple semesters where I was kind of a slave to my schedule, and it shouldn't be that way. You need to make your schedule work for you. So be mindful of how you schedule your classes. So yeah, a lot of us work, plan your schedule around your work schedule. A lot of us work, plan your classes around your work schedule, and don't leave large amounts of time empty on your schedule. I guess if you wanted to have like a break within your classes, an hour and a half would be like pretty good, because then you can go to the library, you can study, you can get your homework done for other classes. I don't know about you guys, but I study so much better when I'm on campus in a silent library. Like, I need silence to study. I don't know how people study with music. I don't know, like, I just don't get it. I literally need silence. Even when I'm at home and I'm studying, I need everybody to be quiet. Like, I needed to like study during the time that nobody's home. That's just how I work. So yeah, I would say like an hour break between classes, if you have to, is okay. But for the most part, I would just suggest scheduling your classes back to back and kind of knocking them out. That way you can just get out of there. But yeah, be mindful of how you schedule your classes, regardless of if you work or if you don't. If you prefer going to classes in the morning like me, or if you're an evening person and you like studying at night, then do that for yourself. But be mindful. Your schedule is really important. You're going to have to be committed to it for an entire semester, so just keep that in mind. And that's my first tip to help you succeed in college. Okay, my next tip that I wish I would have known when I was starting college is make an effort to be sociable. College might be the place that you make your adult friends. So I live in New York City, so for the most part my college experience and just like college life was like basically based around like the commuter lifestyle. A lot of people just kind of go to the school, leave when they're finished, go to work, do whatever. There's not a lot of like on campus like life. The residence halls would be like in a different part of the city and stuff like that, so it's kind of like all over the place. So I feel like I had kind of an anti-social college experience. I maybe like spoke to like a couple people during class, of course, but I didn't really get the chance to like make good friends, I guess. My friends ended up going to my school, but I knew these people from other places, so it wasn't like I made them on campus or anything. So if I could go back in time, I would definitely make an effort to like make more friends and kind of like talk to the person next to me, you know, maybe get their social media and stuff, because you're an adult now. You're gonna, or at least you're going to be transitioning into an adult if you're starting like right out of high school. So these friends that you make, you know, these are your adult friends. These are the people that you're going to be like maturing throughout the years with, if you happen to make some good friends in college. I know a lot of people who like go away to school end up making friends like that, and then those are the friends that they have for like the years to come. I'm not saying that it's impossible to keep your high school friends. You can definitely make those friendships last, but in the case that you outgrow those friendships, you want to kind of have friends for the new phase of your life. And I feel like college is one of the perfect places that you can do that, college and work, in my experience. So if I could go back in time, I would definitely be more sociable, less shy. I'm a very shy person, but if you're watching this, you know, keep this in mind. Be sociable. Try to make friends in college, because it's kind of like the perfect place. And I feel like as you get older, for some strange reason in my 20s, I'm kind of realizing that it is kind of like hard and like awkward to make new friends. I find like a lot of people already have like their kind of like friend groups and stuff, so it's kind of like hard to make friends. I'm not sure, but I do wish that I kind of made more of an effort in college to do that. So that's something that I have for you guys. And it is hard if you're going to a commuter school like me, but it's not impossible. If you even have to go to the extent of like joining a club or something like that, or like just an activity outside of like your academic classes, I would say do it. When I was in school, I was like, oh, clubs are corny, blah blah blah, but looking back, like, no, it's not corny. If it's cool to you and it's something that you're interested in, it's a great way to make friends who have similar interests as you. So maybe join clubs, you know, just like find a way to make friends. Don't be too cool for anything, you know, go to the events on campus, do this, do that, make study groups with your friends or with people in your class. That way you can kind of make time and hang out with them within, you know, your breaks or whenever you're on campus and stuff. And, you know, you guys can kind of help each other out, and most importantly, you can help each other succeed, period. So yeah, make an effort to be sociable. You might make your, you know, your lifetime friends in college. So yeah. Okay, my next tip for y'all is to take advantage of the perks of being a college student. What do I mean by this? There are a lot of perks to being a college student, and you're not going to be a college student forever, so you better take advantage right now while you're in school. And sometimes these opportunities and like these perks aren't like directly in your face. You kind of like have to go out looking for them, and you kind of have to like read those little like posters that your school has all around the campus and stuff. But they want you to succeed. They want you to take advantage of being at that institution as well. One of the perks of being a college student, of course, is that you're on campus. So try to find out more about your campus, you know, walk around, be curious, kind of like look around, see what your college has to offer. Definitely like your facilities are important. Like my school has a pool and I love swimming, so like a pool was like a giant perk for me. I did get lazy and I kind of like just stopped after a while, but I remember for one semester I would literally just go after class all the time, every single day, to the pool and swim my laps, and then I would go to work from there. So take advantage of the facilities that you have, because they're kind of like, it's not like you have to pay for them, like you're already paying for your tuition however much it is, but if your school has these facilities, why not make the most of it and use all of them? Also like your school gym, things like that. Sometimes schools, mine did, I didn't even know this, they offer like fitness classes and stuff, another way to make friends, you know, so take advantage of those kinds of perks, the like physical ones. And then in terms of like perks outside of school, when you're a college student, this is pretty cool, you get discounts on like streaming services like Apple Music, you get discounts on even clothing websites. I don't remember like the app, it's like Eunice something, but you basically get discounts on like ASOS and like cool websites that actually have like nice clothing just for being a college student. And you get discounts on like streaming services like Spotify, and then also Hulu, which I just signed up for, and they kind of like partner together, and I basically only pay like $5 a month for like both of them premium. So you know what, why not? And then every school is different, but my school particularly offers discounts to like museums and stuff. A lot of the time I actually get to go to for free. Like I went to the MoMA for free just because I was in a college in New York City. So you know, there's perks like that. Again, you have to kind of be mindful of like what your school individually offers, and always make sure to keep your student ID on you, because that thing comes in handy, let me tell you. And your college's health office might have like, you know, free condoms. Yeah, your nurse office might have them condoms, girl, might have other stuff for you, free band-aids, you know what I'm saying, got a couple for your home. And yeah, just take advantage of like the free events and even the free lectures. Like you might have influential people coming to your school and trying to like talk to you, so go to those events, you know, take advantage of being a college student, because you're not going to be a college student forever. Although probably when you're in college, it's going to feel like you're going to be there for a long time and you're never going to get out, like me, thinking I was finished and actually have a whole nother year. But that's besides the topic, that's besides the point. Take advantage of being a college student, girl. Take advantage of being a college student, period. All right, next, this one might seem kind of obvious, but especially now with like online school and stuff, you have to make sure that you're intentionally setting aside time to study. And I feel like this kind of skill is definitely going to be useful in college, there's no doubt about that, but I feel like in any other like aspect of your life, setting aside time and kind of like having the discipline to be like, okay, at this time I'm going to do this every day, or like every other day, will help you in so many things. Like if you want to get in shape and you have the discipline, you'll set aside time to work out every single day. Like me, I want abs and a big butt by the end of the year, so every single day I'm doing ab and booty workouts because that's what I want to do. But I feel like I developed this skill by being like studious and setting aside time to study. It definitely is a struggle sometimes, like studying isn't always like the most fun, but it's definitely necessary. Setting aside time to study is really important now that we're in online school and stuff, because after you're finished with your classes, I don't know about you guys, but like I close my laptop and I'm out, like I'm ready to go about my day, I'm ready to do whatever I want, do my makeup, do my hair. But no, like you should really set aside time to study and know exactly when you're gonna do it. Me, I work the best in the mornings, so I try to like do all of my work in the morning if I can. Sometimes it's hard with work and stuff, but like I know myself, like I have the most energy, my brain is the most on in the morning, so I try to do my studying in the morning. But it depends on like whatever works for you, but definitely be intentional about setting aside time to study, because it's really important. It's way important, and it's easy to forget. And it depends on your workload. So if you have like one of those easier semesters, maybe you can be more like lackadaisical about studying, like, oh, I'll just study tomorrow for like an hour and I'll be Gucci. But you know, when you have those like full-time schedules and stuff like I'm going to be in next semester, it's very important that you know when you're going to study and kind of like pencil it into your schedule. Even if you're not the most organized, have a general idea of when you're going to be sitting down hitting up books, you know what I mean? And yeah, everybody studies differently too. Just like basically make sure by the end of that studying session that you understand a concept, or maybe you kind of like plan what do you want to learn in that study session, what did you need help with while you were in class and stuff like that. So My next tip for you guys to help you succeed in college is to, ooh, this is a big one. This is a big one for me. Let me just take a sip of coffee for this one. Meet with academic advisors every semester. Meet with academic advisors every semester. Make sure you're on track, taking the right classes. Please do yourself the favor and meet with an academic advisor every semester. I have messed up multiple times just by not following this simple tip, and I feel like it will save you a lot of time, especially like in schools like mine, like big city schools. They leave a lot of it up to you. Like, you have to figure out what the heck you're gonna do. Like, you know your major and all that, but you also have to know what classes you need. You have to know what classes the college requires you to have, and it's all like, it can be like very confusing. On top of that, we're dealing with other stuff outside of school, of course, so why not just take the help that's there available to you and, you know, make that your like guiding tool. That's why they're there for. And I'm only realizing the importance of this now in my last year. So if you're watching this and you're about to start college or you're about to go back to school, make sure you are in contact with your academic advisor. Make sure you know their name, you have their email. You can set up a Zoom meeting whenever, apparently, at least with my school. Don't waste your time, don't waste your money, don't waste your credits. I've taken classes that I never needed. I've, you know, messed up my schedule. I thought I needed only 2 more classes to finish and then I would be finished, but no, I apparently need electives. And of course I know what an elective is, but I just didn't put it together that I still need electives to finish my degree. So I'm in school a whole nother semester. I have a whole like 24 credits that I still need to get by, but you know what, it's okay. I have another year of enjoying the perks of being a college student, like I mentioned. But yeah, definitely get familiar with your academic advisor. Make sure that you're on track. Don't waste your money paying, you know, tuition for classes that you don't even need necessarily, and just, you know, take the advice that's there. Meet with your major department chair, you know, just make sure that you're on track, make sure you're aware of all the opportunities surrounding what you want to do so that you can jump on them and dominate your field, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is a very big one that I suggest that you guys have. And no one's going to be on top of you to get these things done. No one's going to be on top of you to like make sure you're doing what you got to do. So any help that's offered to you, please take it. That's like a very big one. I think that's the biggest tip that I had for you guys. But this is just one other little tip for you guys, and then we can go on about our days, and you guys can subscribe to my channel because I know that you want to. But my next tip is that textbooks can always fly in my eye. That was rude. But yeah, a fly just flew into my eye. I love that for me. This next tip is a little bit of a smaller one that most people know, but just a reminder because I was kind of thinking about this. Textbooks can always be found cheaper for the most part, and you can always find, and some can even be found online, like the PDF versions. So yeah, before you buy like the book that they're suggesting that you buy from like the college bookstore or whatever, try and look for that book other places, because a lot of the time they're sold used for way less, and sometimes even the PDFs can be found online. I'm an English major, so like a lot of the plays and stuff, I was just reading them online during the semester. Some professors are really like, no, you need this exact copy, blah 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 blah, but if you can get away with it, get the PDF version or just get a cheaper version. And also, pro tip, the school library sometimes has copies of these books. Ask your professor if they have a copy on reserve of that textbook in the library. A lot of the times they make it like there's only like 1 or 2, so at the beginning of the semester, ask your professor, do you have a copy of this book reserved in the library by any chance, and get yourself that copy for $3.99, or maybe like every 2 weeks and then you renew it. But whatever the case may be, you save yourself some coin. So I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Renee. Subscribe to my channel.